Meghan bright and compelling as Duchess gives classic look for new picture. The Duchess has worn this look before. The Duchess of Sussex looked gorgeous in purple bag-waist trousers and a familiar striped shirt as she posed with Lisa Ling before the publication of her recent podcast episode. Taken inside her studio, the black and white picture showed Meghan wearing a loose striped shirt tucked into the pants and paired with white stiletto heels for the picture. Her hair was pulled back in her signature bun. So enjoy talking to Meghan for her podcast Archetypes. She is such a bright and compelling conversationalist. And I hope people take the time to get to know her beyond the often insidious headlines, Lisa captioned the picture. The shirt is the same one she wore for Archetypes trailer, in which Meghan vowed to be unfiltered. People should expect the real me in this and probably the me they have never gotten to know. She said in the short teaser, adding, "I'm just excited to be myself and talk and be unfiltered." In the video, the former actress wears a gorgeous silk shirt with brown and white stripes, paired with cropped pants and nude stiletto heels. The podcast, which has been releasing new episodes every Tuesday since it first launched in mid-August 2022, was temporarily paused for much of September out of respect for the late monarch, and to allow Meghan to focus on supporting her husband, Prince Harry, during the couple's extended stay in the UK. In the first episode since Tuesday the 6th of September, Meghan was joined by comedian Markle, sociologist Nancy Wang Yuan and journalist Lisa Forkended. An illuminating conversation about the Dragon Lady stereotype and the other ways society limits and defines Asian women. The premiere episode in August saw Meghan reunite with Serena Williams. The two ladies discussed their pregnancies, motherhood, and the stereotypes that women face. They also spoke about the double standards women experience when they are labeled as ambitious and how it has impacted their own lives. The launch comes nearly 2 years after Archetypes Audio's partnership with Spotify was first announced. And Meghan and Prince Harry released their first episode, a holiday special featuring guests such as Elton John and James Corden. Even the couple's son, Archie Harrison, made an adorable appearance. I hope people take the time to get to know her beyond the often insidious headlines, Lisa Ling said of the Duchess of Sussex. Lisa Ling is sharing a behind-the-scenes glimpse at her podcast chat with Meghan. One day after the Duchess of Sussex released the latest episode of Archetypes, Ling shared a photo on her Instagram page with daughter Jet and Meghan. So enjoy talking to Meghan for her podcast Archetypes, the journalist captioned the black and white snap. She is such a bright and compelling conversationalist and I hope people take the time to get to know her beyond the often insidious headlines. Meghan welcomed Markle and Ling to the show to discuss Asian representation and the Dragon Lady trope. Ling spoke to the lack of representation she saw on the small screen, revealing that it was a driving force for her to go into journalism. To be honest with you, the reason why I pursued broadcast journalism at all was because growing up, it's the only path that I thought was available to me. I was someone who grew up in a broken home, the CNN host explained. My parents were divorced when I was 7, and the television was always on in my home. It was like my favorite babysitter. And I used to have these fantasies of being part of it somehow, because I thought, if I can get on TV, maybe I will have a better life one day. But no one looked remotely like me on TV except for Connie Chung. She still is just the symbol of elegance and intelligence and grace. And she really allowed me to know what was possible. She was the only Asian person on a national stage. And so I thought that this would be my only pathway, she continued. Ling said she often finds that she's the only Asian woman in the room. But I find myself not shying away from it and asserting myself even more. I think that's something that is so important for us to convey to the younger generation and to our kids, that we deserve to take up space. We really do, she continued. And I think culturally, particularly in the Asian culture, it's been one that sort of discourages that. You know, there's that popular term, the nail that sticks out gets hammered down. You know, I think the amazing aspect of being an Asian American, particularly being an American, is, we want to stick out. We don't want to be hammered down. And we can bring this rich history and this rich culture along with us. But we're empowered to be able to say what we want, whenever we want. The Duke of Sussex allowed his cousin Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank to live there while they were stateside. But recently Prince Andrew's daughter moved out, freeing up the property for Harry and Meghan to return as and when. Eugenie and Harry have always been close and they chat privately all the time, a friend previously told. It was Harry who suggested she and Jack could use Frogmore Cottage, because it is much bigger than their cottage at Kensington Palace. It is a case of one family member reaching out to another. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.